This is the Ultra Dry Backpack by Rtic. This is not a sponsored video. I purchased this with my own money for an upcoming trip that we have. We're flying internationally. We're going to do some river travel. I wanted a backpack that would keep all of our gear completely dry and protected. And that's why we went with this one. One thing to note really quickly, I did reach out to Rtic. Their website says 26 liter capacity. The tag on the bag said 20 liter. They did confirm it was a misprint on the tag. It is a 26 liter backpack. I've run it through some very, very basic water testing and just running it through the shower. I did get the water around all the seams that I could and the zippers, and we're happy to say it stayed dry. So I am comfortable carrying this. You can feel it when it's actually waterproof. You'll zip it and then feel it. And if you compress the backpack and you hear air leaking out, it's not been sealed properly. That gives you an indication that you got to pull a little bit harder. It does have a luggage pass-through, which I really like, so you can run it with your luggage. You've got a grab handle at the top, the bottom, and on the right side. And you do have a false bottom for your laptop compartment, which is a must-have. So that's going to keep it to where once you put your laptop in that back compartment, if you drop your backpack, your laptop's not going to hit the concrete or any hard surface underneath. So it's going to add an extra layer of protection. One bag is basically a waterproof cube. You don't get a ton of different pockets or compartments to store things in. You've got one little tiny one in the front. It'd be great for, wallet keys. You've got a side slot one that does have a spot where you can clip your keys into it with a little extra bag in that side slot. And then on your main compartment, it's pretty basic. You've got the top one if you need to hold things in there. Everything else is just a very large cube, which is kind of what is to be expected from this. It is a waterproof bag. So with that to be expected, I'm not disappointed by it. Just know that if you don't overpack it, the things are going to shift around because there's nothing to hold it or compress it. It doesn't expand based on what you're carrying. It is a rigid bag. So if you leave a lot of extra room, your stuff's going to move around in there. But that's why we have the netted side to hold those items if you're worried about that. It will fit a large variety of water bottles, so I have no problems with that. If I were to say one thing that I wish is it does sit a little high on your back, on your shoulders. So it's not the most comfortable one to carry. So this isn't one I would want to carry backpacking around for a long period of time. But as far as a small trip, grabbing it, throwing it in and out of a vehicle, it's got the storage, it's got the durability, and that's what I really wanted out of it. So overall, for the price point, Rtic knocked it out of the park, and I do highly recommend it.